Hi guys, Master Richard here at All Rise Martial Arts. Today I'm going to take you through the basic warm-up exercises that we use in our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program. Let's get right into it. Our first exercise is squats. This is a good warm-up for the legs, and it also replicates some of the level changes that we execute when we're doing takedowns or even defending takedowns in Jiu-Jitsu. So starting in a nice comfortable squat stance, I'm going to grab both of my lapels and I'm going to lower my hips down while I keep my upper body relatively tall. Let's go for 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And those are our squats. Our second exercise is a combination of two movements, our rear break fall and our figure 4 stand up. For our rear break fall, we're going to start from our comfortable squat stance with our hands up in front of us. As I squat down, I'm going to sit and roll back. I need to make sure that I tuck my chin up towards my chest here and I slap down with my arms. My legs are going to come elevated here up off the ground just to help me as I sit up. I can get a little bit of momentum with my sit up. So one more time, just the break fall. I start from my squat stance. I squat down, I roll back, I break fall, but I make sure that I don't touch my head to the ground here. And now I can sit forward. Now, how do I stand up and recover from this position? I'll show it from the front. I'm going to post one foot on the ground and then extend one knee out to the side. Okay, so I have one knee facing up and one knee facing sideways. For the knee that's facing towards the side, near the floor, I'm going to post that hand to the floor. My opposite hand is going to remain up just to make a frame or make a push. I can protect myself with this arm. I'm going to use my hips and my core strength here to sit forward onto my knee and foot. As I do that, I can tuck my rear foot now behind me, bring my opposite hand back up, and stand back up now to like a fighting posture or a grappling posture. So those two exercises combined, break, fall, and stand up. Let's take a look at both of them here. Again, break, fall, and now sit forward, open my knee, post my hand, and stand up with both hands up. Let's try 10 of those, rear, break, fall, and figure 4 stand up. Ready? 1, down. Sit up and stand. 2, down. Sit up and stand. 3, sit forward and stand. 4, break, fall, and stand. And one more, 5, down and stand. And you can always practice this on one side, or you can switch off your figure 4 to the other side. Let's try the other side. This is 6, down, up, and stand. 7, down, up, and stand. 8, down, up, and stand. 9, down, up, and stand. And 10, down, up, and stand. Phew, that is our rear break fall to a figure 4 stand up. For our next exercise, we're going to start on the floor. We're going to be flat on our back with our feet close towards our booty and our knees facing up towards the ceiling. I can keep my hands up in front of my upper body here, and we're going to lift our hips up by bridging up. This is going to be just our regular bridge where we elevate our hips and try to make space underneath our backside and then come back down. This is one of the strongest motions we can make, elevating our body using our posterior leg muscles. This is our regular bridge up and down, and now we'll take a look at the same motion if we want to go side to side. Now we can perform this same bridging motion. Instead of just lifting my hips up, I'm going to lift my hips up and reach to one side shoulder. I'm reaching my right arm right now towards my left shoulder, and I'm bringing my right shoulder off the ground. And then I come back to center. I can do the other side by reaching my left arm over my right shoulder, and you can see that my back comes off the ground. I come onto just my shoulder. and then I come back down. These are our diagonal bridges. I lift my hips, and I'm going to roll to one side shoulder as I reach over my head. Let's try 10 of these motions. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are our diagonal bridges. For our next exercise, we're going to use that same diagonal bridge motion to help us with our hip escape, which is also known as a shrimp. So starting on my backside again with my feet close in towards my booty, I'm going to do my same bridge and turn to the side. I now have my shoulder and 2 feet on the floor as my kind of 3 points of contact. I want to push off my feet and pivot on my shoulder as I bring my hips inward, almost like I'm reaching to touch my toes here. So this is going to get me from more of a straightened out position into more of this bent over position where I'm reaching for my toes, and I look a little bit like a shrimp that's curled over. For now, I can just go back to my same starting spot. I reset, and again, I elevate my hips, turn to the side, and push off my feet to move my waistline to come up towards my shoulder line of my body. Let's take a look at this motion from another angle. I've added this line of tape to the floor here just to illustrate the fact that my shoulders are staying stationary during this motion and my hips are the area that's changing their level. They're moving up to meet my shoulders. So if I start again, flat on my back with my shoulders and my head towards this tape line, I'm going to bridge my hips up, roll to one side, and then push off my feet here so that my hips come up to meet my shoulders right around this line. And then I can reset, pushing my feet on the floor and bringing my hips forward. I can do the same motion to the other side. Elevate, roll, and push my hips. And again, I end up in this little shrimpy position. Let's try that motion 10 times, trying to remain in the same place. Ready, turn, 1, shrimp, and reset. Other side, 2, shrimp, and reset. Other side, 3, shrimp, and reset. Other side, 4, shrimp, and reset. 5, shrimp, and reset. 6, shrimp, and reset. 7, shrimp, and reset. 8, shrimp, and reset. 9, shrimp, and reset. 10, shrimp, and reset. Phew. And those are our hip escapes, also known as shrimps. And for our final exercise, we're going to come back up into a standing position for our sprawl. A sprawl is a basic way to defend a takedown. So I start from my squat stance, I perform a nice squat, and I plant my hands on the ground with my arms straight. I'm going to lean my weight forward into my hands as I jump my feet back behind me. As I kick back, I'm going to lower my hips without bending my arms, and I'm going to look upward with my head and my chin. I'm going to reverse the motion, come back by elevating my hips, bending my knees, hopping forward, and standing up. It's very similar to a burpee, but I have a little bit more of hip extension at the bottom. This would be my hips and my waist landing and pressuring down onto someone that's trying to take me down. So again, I start from standing, squat, post, kick back, lower my hips, and look up. And then I come back up. That whole motion a little bit faster looks like this. And come back up. When I kick my legs back, I like to have my legs a little bit open. So my feet are splayed out, not together, close together. So open your legs up and drop your hips. That's what we're looking for on this sprawl motion. Let's go for 10. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Phew. Those are our sprawls. And those are some of the most important basic exercises that you can do to prepare yourself for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit like and subscribe below, and check us out at allrisema.com. I'm Master Richard, and have a great day.